Hello, good night. We're getting right into this. So we have the chemical peel, the Fade Bright, the peel prep solution, cleanser, and the chemical peel instructions. So this comes with, I believe, 6 vials. What is 6 vials? Now you may be asking, what the hell is Fade Bright? The Fade Bright is what I prep my skin with for 2 weeks because I am a melanated woman. I have to do that to ensure that I don't get post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. So yeah, as for the peel prep solution, we'll get into that in a sec, but for now I need to cleanse my face and I'm using my Cosrx salicylic cleanser. The instructions advise using an acidic cleanser, so I did just that. Try your best to be gentle. You really don't want to cause any irritation prior to doing this peel. And then I'm getting ready to apply the peel prep solution. It does exactly what it's called. It prepares the skin for the treatment and just gets rid of any extra gunk that the cleanser couldn't get to. So I just wipe down my face and neck with the solution. It doesn't hurt, it doesn't burn or anything, but it does smell super overwhelming, so get ready for that. Here I am rereading the instructions, and would you believe I still managed to mess up in the end? Then I'm gonna put on my gloves, incorrectly of course, because why not? And now it's time for the peel. So I got these products from Platinum Skincare, and honestly, they really need to fix the packaging. These vials were so difficult to open. I spent over 5 minutes trying to get this thing open and had to resort to using my teeth, which is not ideal because I don't even know if Jamaica has a poison control line in the event that I got that in my mouth. But nevertheless, I got it open. It took so much effort. Before you start, please make sure you have a fan. You're gonna need it, and now it's time to apply the peel. I'm going in a horizontal direction, trying my best not to overlap any layer since I'm only supposed to start with 2 layers in this first session. And while I apply the first layer, please allow me to give you a bit of a disclaimer / warning. Don't do this. Do not do this. Take your ass to a dermatologist. This was not exactly ideal for me, but I really wasn't thinking about the pros and cons, and trust me, there were cons. Do not do this. It could have gone so much worse than it did. Just don't do this. Anyway, after 5 minutes is up, that's how long I have to wait until I do the second layer. I'm just self-soothing with the fan, and trust me, you're gonna need it. It burns. The tingling is intense, but it's supposed to be tolerable. It shouldn't be anything that makes your skin feel like it's melting off. After the 5 minutes is up, it's time to apply the second layer, but first let's look to see if I have any frosting. You can see a bit of frosting on my nose and in between my eyes, but the lighting is atrocious. You can't see nothing else. And I'm gonna realize in a sec that I'm gonna have to get my ring light. Yeah, go get that real quick. So with the ring light, you can see much more frosting on my forehead and in between my eyes. The skin is getting a bit red, which is normal for the most part, and here is where I messed up. I thought there wasn't enough frosting, and I went over the frosted areas again. I don't know if I was blind or if my common sense went through the window, but any sort of frosting is enough to avoid the area. I have no idea why I decided to do that. Hence why I advise you to go to a dermatologist. Chemical burns are no joke, and this time the layer hurt even more, the second layer I made. And that makes sense. I'm not shocked. I wasn't supposed to do that. And the fan really does so much and no more. It helps, but there's nothing more it can do. You can see a lot more frosting this time. Frosting occurs when the skin is being neutralized, so it's normal, but I really shouldn't have gone over the forehead and in between my eyes. I don't know if I didn't see the frosting or if I thought it wasn't enough, but either way I fucked up. Then I neutralized the skin further with water, which apparently wasn't even necessary. I read the instructions and it quite literally just evaporated from my brain. I wanted to avoid touching my face, so I let it air dry for a while, then used some tissue to get rid of the rest of water droplets. Let's take one last look. Lots of frosting and redness, but if you look closely, the right side of my face barely has any redness or frosting, and I have no idea why. But for now, bye bye. It's time to go. It's day 1. I can come now. So this is what it looks like. It's mainly on my forehead. You can see where the skin is darkening. In between my eyes, dryness on my nose. It's funny because I thought that the worst affected place would have been my cheeks, because my acne, when I just started getting acne when I was like 10, it was mainly my forehead. My forehead is more the unscathed part of my face right now. I don't really get pimples there or scarring or anything, so I didn't expect up here to start darkening first, but it's fine. I'm using this
to moisturize. I don't have it on right now. I woke up feeling like garbage, so I forgot to put it on, but I will. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Skin is dry. That is supposed to help moisturize and heal. Um, yeah, yeah. Looking forward to the skin actually peeling and leaving. No, so yeah, and you have a bit of dryness on my nose. Did I say that? I think you did. But yeah, it's day one, and I actually don't know how long it's supposed to peel for. I think it's a week. I really don't know. I think I have a work meeting right now, so I gotta go. So, but it's day one. It's day one. It's day two. Um, you will not get groomed here for a while, and that's fine. It's not about my hair, it's about my face. You can see where the areas are really darkening, especially on my cheek. If I like stretch my face, I can feel how dry it is. I did put the emo oil on it, but um I keep touching my face, so it keeps coming off. But that's what it looks like right now. Yeah, day two. Okay.
Man, what's up? It's Twin
My camera is starting slow. Like I pressed record and I was talking and it didn't even come up. Anyway, it's day three. You can really see where the skin is darkening and there's a bit of peeling along here too. And this side of my face is getting really darker. You can see it here, you can see it here. This side of my face I'm really confused with because I think this had more scars. I don't remember. But there's nothing there. Like, it feels dry, yeah, but I don't know. Also, the emo oil, I'm starting to wonder if it's a case I'm supposed to use it after the skin has completely peeled. I don't know, I need to read that again. But this is what day three looks like. It is day four, and you can really see where it's starting to strip a lot more. But there's one problem: nothing on the right side of my face. I don't know. It was perfect just like the rest of my face. It got the same amount of layers. I don't know. I was rewatching the footage and I realized that this part of my face did not frost up. It didn't really, like, there was nothing there essentially. I don't know why that is, but I'm going to keep it a plan and only do chemical peels like 4 weeks after. So when everything is gone, all of this dry skin is gone, then I'll do another peel. I really don't know what's going on here, but I'm going to ignore it for now. But there was a piece flapping here and I couldn't resist and I was playing with it and it came off. I did not rip it off, but it's still not good that it came off with me constantly toying with it. So now I'm leaving my face alone for good. So it's gone now. And you can see some more stripping here around the mouth area here, and especially right here. You can see how dry the skin is. Like, with how taut here is that the word taut? I can feel it, but here nothing. So it hasn't dried up any at all. Yeah, so that's day four. And yeah, that's it. That's it for today. Day five. I have a little bit of a problem. And I don't know if it's gonna show up on camera. I'm gonna go to the light. I don't know. There's discoloration right here. And there's like where the skin is peeling back here. You see how the skin is light? Way lighter than me? I don't know. Yeah, you can see it. It's like a little spotchy. You can see it right there. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know. I prepped my skin. I wore sunscreen. What else did I do? Prepped my skin, wore sunscreen. I didn't do anything like drastic to my skin other than wash it for the past much not weak, so I was prepping my skin. I followed the instructions. I did everything that I should. I don't know why that's happening, but it's very minimal, thankfully. And I did look into what it looks like when a chemical peel permanently scars you, and this is not it, thankfully. So it's day 5, and I don't know how soon everything is gonna come off. This is what it looks like. Still nothing on this side. I'm very reluctant to go up. What's the word? Go up a layer. That's what the instruction says you should do. But because I'm seeing this weird discoloration now, I don't know. But yeah, this is what it looks like at day 5. And I cut some more last night, and this is lifting up this too. So yeah, so it's starting to really crack up on my cheek, like right there, I'll circle it because I'm holding my light as well. There's some stripping on my nose. Most of it came off. I feel like the splotchiness that was right here is a lot less noticeable now. Hopefully the emo oil is healing the skin and it won't be as light. But over here, can you see? You can see where the skin is lighter. So this is what it looks like day 6. Still nothing on this side. Well, there was like very tiny pieces of dried skin, like with the first chemical peel that I did. But I don't know, that side of my face is not really doing anything. But this is day 6. It's day 8. Quite a lot of the skin on the forehead is gone. I have pimples coming up same way. I just put pimple patches on them at night. So this is what it looks like. I have a lot of minimal. A lot of minimal is. What's the word? What I mean to say is there's minimal peeling on the chin and over here. And this is what the cheek looks like. I decided to just put pimple patches on these, but I'm leaving them for the meantime. And this is what it looks like. It's today. How many days has it been? 7, 8. I don't know if hold on. Did I do a check-in yesterday? Hold on. Day 9 today. Yeah, it's day 9. So I've decided that I'm not gonna check back in until everything is gone, because look, the majority of it is gone. So when everything's gone, I'll come back. But I want to show you this. You see this light area? I don't know, like it was here when the skin left here. Can you see? But now it's not there anymore. I'm gonna have to rewatch it to see, but the light splotchy skin, it's not there anymore. I still have it here, I think, but the emo oil is meant to, yeah, you can really see it from this angle right here. It's meant to what is it meant to do? Heal the skin, right? So I think it will really help it, because I really don't see it here anymore. Well, yeah, I'll check back in when everything is gone. Yeah. Hi, it is January 10th. I'm coming up on 2 months after my first session, and these are a few things I'd like to talk about. So for starters, this is what my skin looks like. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna include some pictures, but this is what it looks like right now. And just to recap, my spa ghosted me. I asked a question about the chemical peel, and they quite literally did not answer. I asked from July, I believe it was. I'd have to check the screenshots, and they didn't answer. So I took matters into my own hands and looked into the chemical peel that they said they purchased for my skin, and I decided to buy it myself and do it myself, as you might have seen in the last couple clips. So why haven't I done session 2 yet? The reason for that is I'm leaving my house a lot. Before, I didn't have anything to do other than work at home, but I've been doing my driving lessons every week. And I can't be bothered with the mask situation. Like, I don't have an issue wearing it, but it can only cover this much of my face. It can't cover my entire face, like my forehead and stuff. So it's just what I have to deal with. So as you saw, I peeled the way that I was expecting to peel with the 2 sessions that I did at the spa. Me don't want to shade them, me don't want to be disrespectful, me don't want to be rude. But my mom used to work at a spa, and she says it's best to go to a dermatologist because they sort of rope you into this lengthy treatment plan, which is not what you signed up for in the first place. Like, they told me 3 sessions. I did 2 sessions. And I didn't peel at all. Like, as I said, I peeled more when I was sunburnt. I barely saw anything for the amount of money that I was spending with each session. And when I reached out, I think them not responding really hit the nail on the head. Nail on the head? Head on the nail? Really hit. It really just solidified my decision, and I just decided I'm not going back because they never answer. So I looked into it and I bought everything. I'm not gonna lie, buying the products myself, not cheap. Not cheap at all. But I do have 5 vials to myself. And the first vial I use, it's not even done, which I think is one of the reasons why my hold on, which part of my face is worse? My right side, which is why my right side didn't peel, but we need to get into that another time. After I get my driver's license, God's willing,
I love her. I'm so proud of myself.
I'm going to do session 2. I have to prep for 2 to 3 weeks before I do that. So immediately after I get it, then I'm gonna start. For the peel, how was it? It was not painful. It's just this stinging sensation when you apply it, but it wasn't crazy. It wasn't crazy at all. As you might have seen, it didn't quite go as expected because my right side of my face barely peeled, like barely. And that's the most affected area on my face. I don't know why. I have a couple theories, but I don't know for sure. And I didn't go to a dermatologist, I did this myself. So I'm just going off of my guesses. One, I did not prep properly because what ended up happening was I prepped for 2 weeks as suggested, and then for 1 week I didn't do anything. Right? But I also didn't do the peel. So I prepped for 2 weeks, and then 1 week we never do nothing, and then the week after I did the peel. So I'm guessing that probably was not the smartest decision. So that could be why. And then the next reason I think is because I did not use all of the chemical peel in the vial. My forehead stripped quite a while. Quite oh my god. My forehead stripped a lot, and so did the left side of my face. But this side, not as much. And I feel like because of the way, like the order of my face I was going in, this side got the least amount of peels. Like, I went to this side, down, then I think I went over here rather than here. I don't know, I have to rewatch the video, but I think maybe because the vial is not finished, it really shows that I didn't use enough on this side. That leads me to my next thing. I didn't feel like not using the vial was like a big issue because I'm currently having 2 issues right now, and I think I may have used too much. So right now, all of what I did sort of contradicts one another. So right here, some darkness. When I was peeling, I showed it in the video. I don't know if it was a point where I was talking and I clipped it, but you can see where the skin, I know it's raw, but it was lighter than the rest of my face. Like, you know when you have a scab and you pull it off, and that little white area, definitely not as white as that, but it was much lighter. Same with over this brow. You can see it right now. You see that darkness right here? That wasn't there before. Yeah, so I was looking into it, and they were saying you can get burnt from chemical peels, and not in the way where, oh yeah, when you apply it feels like it's burning. It's actually not supposed to feel like that. It's just intense tingling. But they're saying the after effects can lead to your skin being burnt, and sometimes it can't even recover. And I did look into that before I started my chemical peel. I looked into it. I made sure I had the peel with the right amount of, like, how should I say this? I made sure the strength of the peel was appropriate for my skin. And they were saying basically if you use a peel that's too intense, it can lead to chemical peel burns. But now I'm confused because it's like, all right, let's say these are chemical peel burns. Why didn't the rest of my face burn? Not that I wanted that to happen, but it's like I don't really get what happened there. I'm wondering if I went over the area because I know I only did 2 layers. It said start with 2 layers. I read the instructions many times. I'm an anxious person. I gotta make sure, but yeah, like I'm confused. And then on this side of my face as well, I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna have to include pictures, but it had that lightness to it as well, and I see no scarring there. I don't know. I'm a little bit scared for the next session, a little bit frightened because it says you should go up 1 layer at a time. So if 2 layers cause yes and yes if you burn, or 3 layers I do. I don't know. I don't know at all, girl. But yeah, it's been almost 2 months. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's not like I can pay a dermatologist to go and ask them because, like, you know how much money they charge just to see them? So I don't know. There's no huge difference with my skin with the scarring. That's expected. It's the first session out of like 5. But I see where it peeled. I see where, like, after my skin felt a lot less dull, or rather it looked a lot less dull, so I can see where it did something there. And I saw the peeling that I was expecting, because what happened before, nothing ain't going for that. And they did tell me results vary at the spa, but I know that, and results vary based on the strength of the peel. So if you give me a weak one, clearly nothing gonna happen. These are all old scars. That's my issue. That is my problem. They're not recent. If I squeeze a bump right now and it scars, it will fade. But these are old and they no budge. They have not gone anywhere. So this is my attempt of getting rid of them so I can just maintain the decent skin. I've been drinking turmeric water. I've been taking my vitamins, my supplements, all of these things. I already ate a lot of fruits and water. It's a lot of water. But like I don't eat a lot of vegetables. I mainly eat like cabbage and lettuce. That's cabbage, lettuce, carrot, and that's it. Nothing else really. But I eat fruits, I drink my water. Like, I know it is not my eating habits. I don't eat out often. I eat a balanced diet. So it's like I eat a balanced diet. I have a balanced diet. So it's like I don't really know what the problem. I don't really know what the issue is, but I'm just gonna be consistent with my skincare, which leads me to my next point. These are the things that I've been using so far. Alright, I'm back. So let's talk about cleansers. This is the most gentle cleanser I have. It's the Good Morning Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. And this is yeah, I know the light, I know. You just have to do it. This is the one that is most recommended. Well, not this specific brand of cleanser, but something gentle is what you're supposed to be using up to the time where you're about to do your peel and after, so your skin don't get irritated. Before my chemical peel, I don't know what this is. I don't know what is sketchy, but they said use a acidic cleanser, so this is what I used. But for the most part, I've been using this because they said you need a gentle cleanser, so I've just been using this. I have my toner that's almost finished. Let me see. So I use this with a cotton pad and I wipe my face. I have a moisture power enriched cream because I didn't really have a moisturizer before, and I was told that the Cetaphil one that I was using clogged my pores, so I had to buy this. This is much tinier than what this one do. website. I don't like that. I was expecting something bigger, but this is what it looks like. So I used this and I went right back to my snail mucin. I used it religiously. Like I think I'm on my third bottle. This keeps my skin very hydrated, and when it's hydrated, my skin doesn't feel the need to produce sebum to make up for the dryness, which will then clog my pores. This was good. So that's what I've been using, and this is what my skin looks like right now. I'm thinking of not uploading this video until I do like the second session or all of them. I don't know, because that'll take a while. That'll take a while. But yeah, that is what I'm on right now. I really don't know about going up a session. Going up a peel. Oh my god. Going up a layer with the peel, because I'm very concerned with here and here. But we'll have to see. I want to do a little bit more research to see if there's anything that I did wrong. But for now, yeah, that's what's going on. I see a difference in my skin. Definitely not a drastic difference, which is expected because it's quite literally my first time. And you pretty much see the results that make you want to keep doing this throughout the years, after a numerous amount of sessions. And I just know that by the end of 5 sessions, everything should be cool and alright. So yeah, after I do my driving lessons and I get my license, I won't have to leave my house as often. So then I can peel in peace. Also, it took about 9 days in total for the skin to completely go away. I mean, everything. Yeah, so on the right side of my face that didn't really peel, it showed little signs of peeling at the end, but nothing crazy. It's very minimal on this side of my face. So let's hope when I do the next peel I see a difference. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. Bye.